Now you can support them like a boss because you're McLaffy Taffy, the Isaac streamer, and all-around great guy. That was actually a bit of a conversation that we had. That was actually a bit of a conversation that we had at the family get-together last night. Was I just got to talk to them about the fact, like, what it's like being a micro celebrity. It's funny because for years, like, I really didn't want to talk to people about what I did for a living. Not my in-law. Like, I told my in-laws the bare bones minimum. But before there was success attached to it, I didn't want to go too deep into talking about it, because if I failed, I wanted it to be obscure enough. I don't know. I have a friend who passed away a couple years ago. One of the only times that he and I hung out one-to-one. He came over to my house. He brought scotch. He bought weed. The boys weren't in, or the boys were much smaller. So he and I went out to my backyard, and he was a theater person.
Justice.
He and I went out to the backyard and smoked a little weed, and I got too high too fast. And I felt bad because, like, I didn't have anything theater related to talk to him about. And I was too self-conscious to talk about what I was doing with Twitch and YouTube and with the music companies. And the irony now is that, like, everything worked out. Like, even if it all falls apart tomorrow, right? Like, even if it all ends tomorrow, like, I can point to a lot of stuff that happened over the last 3 or 4 years that are absolute wins. And it makes me sad that I didn't talk to him about it, because I would have loved to have, like, made him understand why I wasn't doing theater anymore. I had a new endeavor and I had a new dream that I was chasing down. And I'm sure he would have been receptive to it and all that, but I was so self-conscious for a long time because if it failed, I was just going to feel very silly. But now things are going really well, and now not only is it not weird for me to, like, talk about it when I'm at these little family get-togethers, but, like, people seem genuinely curious in how things are going. Like, they want to touch base and catch up and just kind of keep their finger on the pulse of what's going on in this office. And I'm proud to tell them how things are going, so it's really nice. You ever try bourbon with just a little bit of honey in it? Oh my god, Youngblood. The last time that I got... So the only time I've been sick in the last 2 years was right after the boys started in-person school again. Of course, within a week they came back with some normal run-of-the-mill school crud, and it coursed through everyone but Amber. And it was while I was doing Horror Month, and I was trying to play Resident Evil 8, and I was getting just decimated by this stomach bug that Rory brought home. And the lone saving grace, the thing that saved Horror Month, genuinely was just making batch after batch of hot toddies. And frankly, low-key just getting drunk in the early afternoon. Because they're so tasty. Like, not only did they make my throat feel better, but they tasted so good, and they were so easy to drink, and so I had like 7 of them every day for several days in a row. I loved them so much. Yeah, Buffalo Trace is good stuff, but it's really hard to find. Buffalo Trace and Blanton's are never in stock. Somebody said that they're made by the same company, that they're essentially the same whiskey in different labels, but I have no idea if that's true. But ultimately, Buffalo Trace and Blanton's are always sold out every time I go into the liquor stores here. Yeah! Using honey to sweeten up your old-fashioned instead of that sugar cube is the big brain play. They're the same they start as the same product but are aged differently. Yeah, I love Blanton's. Is this... What is this? This is familiar. Yeah! This is fucking... straight up, this is the actual Ninja Gaiden. The track is called The Amazing Ryu. This is from the actual NES Ninja Gaiden. And it is appropriately licensed for Pretzel. They apparently got some some Tecmo tracks in here. Oh, that takes me back. That takes me back in a big way. Wow. I played the shit out of Ninja Gaiden on NES. I don't think I ever got past the first level, but I played the shit out of it. Dude, I would do a hot toddy right now, but I would just go to sleep. Yeah, this has been pleasant. The chiptune's got a little more going on to it. The lo-fi stuff, in a great way, was putting me to sleep. Lo-fi was doing exactly what it should be doing, which was making you feel like you were drinking a hot chocolate next to a window that, you know, was filled with evergreen trees and falling snow. Drinking hot chocolate in a turtleneck. Watching snow fall on a tree-covered mountainside. I wanted more out of Pandora's box here, but Monster Manuel's just gonna have to be it. And that's okay, Monster Manuel can be really good. Ooh, that's scary. Just for this floor, because it's not like we actually picked up Bob's brain, but for one floor we gotta be worried about Bob's brain. Oh no. We gotta be worried about Bob's brain hitting because our bombs are devastating right now.
I'm drowsy.
Virginia sells Blanton's for $65, 20 minutes away in Maryland. They always have it, but you'll pay $150 for it. No shit, really? I didn't even realize I liked Blanton's until the first John Wick came out. And in the first John Wick, he gets worked on by the surgeon at the Continental. And the surgeon says, "Do you need something for the pain?" As he's like taking a bullet out of him. And John glibly says, "Nah, I got that handled." And he holds up bourbon that he's just poured from this glass, or from this bottle that's very distinctive looking. And I was thinking to myself, like, damn, that bottle looks familiar. And I realized that I had Billy. I figured if I was gonna get hit, I was gonna take as many of them as I could with me. Gonna be a lot of monsters on this floor. A friend of mine moved from Virginia to San Francisco and he didn't want to take all of his liquor with him. So he just left me all of his bourbons. And one of the bourbons he left me was Blanton's. And I was like, shit, I've got that bottle. I can drink what John Wick's drinking. So I poured a glass of it and I was like, shit, this is really, really, really good. God dang it. And I mean, that's it. That's the whole story. It's just that I had Blanton's in my house for like a year and didn't realize it. And once John Wick came out, I poured myself a tall, delicious glass of Blanton's and was very happy about it. I have not been able to find it to buy it since. Finally ordered my first Nintendo Switch. That was devastating. The OLED one, after it being out of stock for months, I'm not sure if I should be happy or mad at myself for spending so much money. You know me, I'm frugal as shit. I like Contract from Below this early on. I'm frugal as shit, and I can't, as long as this Switch functions, I can't bring myself to do it. I'm almost always playing it in its dock anyway. John Wick is one of the reasons for its rush to popularity. That makes sense. I 100% thought this was going to end differently with John Wick sending you whiskey or something. No, but I did end up... actually, I feel like this might be better. I did end up buying Aviation Gin because Ryan Reynolds was nice to me on Twitter. So, in that regards, I do have at least one bottle of alcohol in my liquor cabinet that is because of celebrity was nice to me. Oh, Michael, how you feeling, man? I am rough up against it, my dude. Aviation's good. I haven't had any of it yet. I generally don't drink gin unless it's in mixed drinks or like gin and tonics. I don't have any tonic water, so I guess at some point I'll have to find an excuse to give it a whirl. It's not like it's gonna go bad anytime soon. Yeah, too forgetful. At some point I'll just have to go buy some tonic water and grab a lime and just make it. Like, I'm never gonna drink gin. I'm never gonna drink gin straight. Just period, full stop. I'm just not, I'm not a person who will drink gin straight. But I could just go buy myself some simple tonic water. And just make myself a G&T. Oh, really? Okay. Aviation's a pretty decent middle-of-the-road gin. It was really inexpensive. I was shocked. I thought it would be more costly. I thought because Reynolds' name was tied to it that it would be more expensive. But Kaz says, I hate gin, Aviation's good, and it doesn't need a mixer. Oh, now and forever, it is now and forever Negroni time. Get yourself some Campari and vermouth. I don't think I've ever had a Negroni. If you like grapefruit, I recommend Fresca or Squirt. Damn. Well, I mean, like, listen, if it's enough to bring Squint Fox out of lurk to talk to me about food, then I feel like I am duty bound to do as he says. I'm gonna have to make an incredibly expensive trip to the liquor store to get everything that I'm supposed to have for his eggnog recipe. And while I'm there, I'll just have to pick up, I'll have to pick up some Campari. I think I have some vermouth, but I also don't know how old it is. Like, I genuinely feel like it's vermouth I picked up to make martinis with a friend of mine back in, like, 2017. And I know it... Shit. I know it's difficult to, you know, make alcohol go bad, but I also get apprehensive about drinking stuff that's that old. Sweet vermouth, not dry vermouth. Oh, that's true. Yeah, I would have gotten dry vermouth for the martini.
Hey, man, those are bits.
Noah drops 100 bits and says, there are no expensive trips to the liquor store. There are just quality trips to the liquor store. Noah! Ow. I'm pretty rough around the edges, my dude. How was your birthday? Your guy turned 31 this weekend, chat. If you mix a Negroni correctly, it could pass as an iced tea while you drink it behind the bar during your shift. Or... shit. Or so I've heard. Michael says, I would go to the liquor store with Noah's credit card. A baby tortoise says, did Twitch just warn me this stream is intended for mature audiences like I haven't been subbed here for years? I think at one point I told people that I had never stopped to turn on the mature audiences filter. And genuinely, I think at the very least my mods were filled with legitimate shock. Legolas says, Noah, get Taffy a Reservoir and Navy Hill sponsorship. Those are words. Come on, Wormwood. Slap. No, you don't get to go back to your little hidey hole. You little rat bastard. That's fine. The speed upgrade's nice. Ugh. Oh no! I feel very good about these choices. I have no regrets. I'm sure it's all gonna be fine. Birthday was awesome. Went to Bookbinders with the family. Got a bunch of cool gifts. Took a guilt-free nap. Got a little cash for No Kid Hungry. It was great. Also, you and Sam said nice things on Twitter that made my day. I gotta respond to the email, like, if anybody from that charity D&D thing, if anybody from that charity D&D thing fires back with, like, what the hell's going on with your friend Taffy, let them know. I have every intention of getting in touch with them and filling out whatever forms I need to do and whatever. That booster put me on my ass, and I was at my in-laws all week, or all weekend. I'm the only one that's responded. Okay, as long as I'm not the only person who's dropping the ball. I have every intention of responding. I'm trying very hard to be, you know, more, what's the word I'm looking for? Punctual with things.
Feels like I'm walking on sunshine.
I need another bomb. It's the only reason I'm doing this. There we go. That was it. I have serious doubts as to whether or not I'm gonna fight Wormwood. You know what I could do? Whoa, now that I have a bunch of extra bombs, I could go fight Wormwood and just kill him with bombs. I might do. Yeah, Noah hit me up yesterday and said, "Hey man, you've got a playoff spot on the line for your..." Oh, that should do most of the work. You got a playoff spot on the line. Why don't you set your lineup and really try for this last game? I was out cold when you sent that message to me. Oh, see, that's gonna ruin my ability to get into that boss trap room. That kind of stinks. By the time I woke up, the morning games were almost done. I drove to my in-laws' place, ate some tummy-warming brunch food, then promptly fell asleep for 3 hours at my in-laws' place. Shit. I didn't realize there was an item in there. I thought I'd been in there already. I just wanted to see what was in here. Shit, Min Min. Oh wait, I have been in there. Isn't that where I got... Hadn't I been in there? Yeah, this is where I got Guppy's head. That's fine.
Feels like I'm walking on sunshine.
I went with Guppy's head over Monster Manuel. Oh, that's okay. No, I'm not gonna start it today. I'm still so weak from recovering from the booster. I'm legitimately, I probably have only got another hour or two of stream left in me. I might be able to go full time, but I think I'm just gonna play Isaac today. I also realized, thanks to chat, I know I was a little confrontational in the beginning, but I got there. Thanks to chat. Did I get the knife piece? I had to have gotten the knife piece, right? Hurt me, daddy. I did, okay. Thanks to chat, I realized I didn't need to spend 60 bucks on Infinite on Steam today. I still can play it because I'm on that $1 early trial at Game Pass. I can knock out Infinite and then cancel Game Pass. and have played Halo 5 and Halo Infinite for $1. And I was saying that, like, if we were talking about a company like Clay or Supergiant or someone like that, I'd just let them have my dollar, or I'd let them have my $60. But it's Microsoft. And aside from Ori and the Blind Forest and the Halo series, Microsoft has done very little to endear me to them. Oh, this is the credits for Ninja Gaiden. So I'm gonna save that $60 and put it back in my pocket, which means the moment stream's done, whenever it ends, I gotta go ask Steam for a refund on Infinite. And then get it installed via Game Pass. Once again, I'm not going to be able to see any of my items for the second floor in a row. Yeah, honestly. Do y'all remember, I think it was Super Mario World on the SNES, that, like, there was a secret warp that would take you all the way to the Bowser fight at the end of the game? That, like, you could go from World 1 to World 8? And I remember at a place called Shopko in Twin Falls, Idaho. At a place called Shopko in Twin Falls, Idaho, they had one of those Super Nintendos set up that was on a 20-minute timer, so you could play Super Mario World for 20 minutes, and then when the timer ran out, it would just reset itself. And I remember feeling so cool, because there was a little crowd of people, it was, you know, around Christmas time, and kids were trying to convince their parents. Kids were trying to convince their parents to buy Super Nintendos for them. And, I went to the electronics section and waited my turn, and my turn came up, and I got on this demo version of Super Mario World on the 20-minute, SNES. And then used that early warp to go all the way to the Bowser fight at the end of the game, and then beat the Bowser fight, and then walked away from this, like, demo version of the game and demo version of the SNES with the credits of the game playing. I felt very like The Wiz cool. Yeah, like level 1, 2 brought you to level 4, and then you had to find another secret area to bring you to 8. I felt very like, I love the Power Glove. Like, I felt very, very much like hot shit. I felt very cool. It was one of those moments where it was
This
like
is the story of the newest denizen of the cave.
Cool guys don't look at explosions sort of feel to it. I was very proud of myself.
Bad gas.
Gotta make sure to fart on your grandma. Pogman, tier 1 of 45 months. Chat. First of all, Pogman, thank you so much. That's a very long time. Secondly, for the first time in a while, I got to see my niece. My niece, who is now literally an adult. When I met her for the first time, she was 3. She is now a high school graduate. And I had a real mixed bag of emotions. Because at one moment I was talking with her and catching up with her and giving her very long hugs because I've missed her so much. On the other hand, she got a kick out of saying, "Uncle Ryan, guess what?" And I said, "What's that?" And she said, my boyfriend is coming to this Christmas get together. You get to meet him. He seems nice. No, it still eats your inventory. If you use the bomb beggar with a golden bomb, it still takes your bombs. She thinks it's so funny. This is the second time she's done this to me, but every time she has a boyfriend, she's super excited to march him in front of me. Because ultimately, her and, like, Amber's family are all cloyingly nice. They're all so sweet. They're all so kind. So, like, when this kid showed up,
The lovers.
and full disclosure, he seemed nice. He was respectful, and he went along with all of their, like, corny Christmas traditions. But, like, I think because they're all so nice and, like, instantly very, like, huggy people
Down.
and very like, they're kind by default. That's their factory setting, is to be very kind. I think for some reason, like, there's a part of me that genuinely believes that I think approval from Uncle Ryan means more to her, because she knows my default setting is to distrust any guy, or girl for that matter, that she brings home. Because I'm just like, alright, well, that's fine if they're making you happy now. Good. I'm glad you're happy. I'm glad you're having a good time, but it's an errand for me when they hurt you or break your heart that I have to hide a body. I don't want to... I only get one day off a week, Maddie. And I don't want to spend it burying somebody who broke your heart. But now I have to, because you've chosen to put this person in peril. I mean, date this person. Yeah, Maddie. It's very inconsiderate, if you ask me. Did she ever stop to think about how a boyfriend was going to make her 41-year-old uncle feel? I feel like she didn't. You know how hard it is to find a rock quarry that doesn't ask questions? You know what kind of shady favors I have to trade with organized crime to get access to a junkyard that compacts cars into cubes? Oh man, I want both of those. My niece, who I met the day after she was born, just asked if I could pick her up from the airport when she gets back from a trip and drop her off at college. Yeah, man, my niece was 3 years old when I met her. We had Mexican food. I taught her how to fire the wrapper off of a straw at her dad's dumb head. I picked her up and took her outside and spun her around a flagpole, and we pretended that the wind was carrying her. This was the first day we'd ever met each other. We had a blast. It was a precursor of things to come. And now she's got she's got potentially lovers, and it bums me out. Oh God, Wednesday, I'm still gonna be that way about my boys. I think it has everything for me to do with I think for me it has everything to do with the fact that I just get protective of sweet people. I get protective of kind people. I'm gonna feel, if Grayson or Rory bring home, like, hey Dad, this is my new girlfriend. She smokes and has, piercings and a devil-may-care attitude. I'm like, oh man. I got a bunch of conflicting feelings going on right now. There's the part of me that says you never, ever, ever, ever hurt a woman. But there's also a part of me that says, like, if I find out this nag is taking my son for a ride,
Rules card. Rules card.
I'm gonna have to put this woman into a California slingshot and launch her into the sun. Just saw my two nieces who adore me. I would definitely bury many bodies for them. That's fine. Then my dad doing that kind of thing for me is why I never dated. I'm 41 and I've never been on a date because of that kind of crap. I mean, I play a lot of it up too. It genuinely, you know, I think the reason she thinks it's fun is because she knows that, like, she knows that it's generally an act. It's just me. It's me putting on a bit of theater to let her know that I'm uncomfortable with how fast she's growing up. That said, the last two guys that she's marched in front of me, both of them have been incredibly sweet guys. As far as I can tell, right? Like, for the brief moment that I know them. Both of them have seemed like very chill dudes, and genuinely, I don't think that she's strong enough that I don't think that she would permit a guy into her life that would ever make her feel the kind of uncomfortable or sad or at risk that would cause me to legitimately need to hide a body. But I also think that she likes, I you know, based on the amount that she giggles and smiles when I do this stuff, I think I'd like to believe that she likes the idea of having somebody out there who you know, is protective of her to the point of being like overprotective in a shtick. She is the daughter I will never have, unfortunately. So I am very protective of her. I am more concerned about Grayson and Rory dating than I am about Maddie being able to take care of herself. If I'm really putting my cards on the table, if I'm genuinely putting my cards on the table, I am more convinced that Madeline can take care of herself. Emotionally. I'm more worried about my sweet bug. And my people pleaser, Grayson. Oh shit. I got a little overzealous on that spiky area. Come on! You big doofus. Yeah, Fremery, that's ultimately it. I want her to know, that her happiness and safety and well-being are constantly on my mind, even when I'm not around her. For, you know, thanks to COVID, I've seen her twice in 2 years. I can't wait for Buck to turn into the playboy in high school and prove his dad wrong. I don't know. I have no idea. Like, Grayson's got a big moppy head full of California surfer hair. He could be heartthrobby. Or honestly, like, Grayson could go ace, and I would not be at all surprised. Just kind of based on how casually and nonchalantly he seems. Like, he's currently, he currently shows, I mean, he's 11. But, like, he shows zero interest in, like, you know, cute girls, cute boys, whatever. I mean, you know, maybe Rory could go down that road and be, like, a little heartbreaking playboy, but I guess we'll see. I think Rory empathizes too strongly with people to ever treat them as disposable, you know? Rory's more the kind of guy that whatever relationship he chooses to engage in, even if his first relationship wasn't right, I could see him making it stretch for like an extra half. Oh, I left Spoonbender and Holy Light behind. Oh, because I was so concerned about getting the knife piece. What a buzzkill. Oh, that's just a huge downer. Because I didn't know which one I wanted to take. You think Grayson will have a phase where he only wants to be called Gray? I don't think it really matters to him. He absolutely would have no problem telling us that. The only person who's had a name issue was there was a very brief period of time where Rory didn't want to be called Bug anymore. But then when we stopped calling him Bug, I think he missed it. So we started calling him Bug again. Yeah, honestly, Fremry, we're all so chatty right now. It's like nobody in chat said a word about me missing, like leaving Holy Light and Spoonbender behind. Normally when that kind of stuff goes down, there's like 4 or 5 people who are just like, Taffy, no! So the fact that I remembered first that I left those behind means that we were deep in conversation. Sorry I couldn't have backseated. Yeah, I'm real heartbroken about it.
Shot speed up.
I'm devastated. Every once in a while, when I like on my days off when I don't have stream around, I'll be cooking and I'll just grab Amber and I'll be like, hey Amber, I kinda am having withdrawals from not streaming today. And she's like, okay, sweetheart, how can I help? And I'm like, would you just tell me that I'm cooking all wrong? She's like, how would I know? And I was like, that really is beside the point. Just tell me I'm cooking dinner wrong. She's like, you're cooking dinner wrong. And I'm like, call me a big idiot. Tell me I'm old and fat. And she's like, I don't like this. And I'm like, me neither, but I need it. And chat's not here today. Like, put on this high heel, put on this stiletto heel and stomp on me. And she's like, who in chat does that for you? And I'm like, that's not chat. That's just, I like that, please. Finally started drinking coffee and now I have a reason to use the vintage taffy candy ad mug. What kind of coffee are you drinking, out of curiosity? This is what leads to a third child. Not if I clear the chamber correctly. It was weird talking to my mom about that. I could hear my mom audibly getting uncomfortable and it made me very, very giggly. Poor Marcia. I was talking about a medical procedure. Yeah, baby, could you do me a huge favor and put this cigarette out on my forearm and tell me I'm a bad boy? Yeah, can you correct me on a thing I've done 1,000,000 times? Oh, God. Currently, it's some of those Arabica beans. That's cool. Like, I think I'm happier that you're starting out with good coffee. Cause like, I mean, listen, nobody, I'm not in the pocket of big coffee. There's nobody in the coffee industry that has their hand in my pocket. Maybe Madrinas once upon a time, but until they fix some stuff, pretty aggressively take some steps towards correcting what they've done with their company, you'll never see me shilling for them. But like, yeah, it's, I wonder what that does. It's been a hot minute since I've had a vested interest in what kind of coffee you drink. There's kind of a part of me that wonders if you had started off with crap coffee, potentially could it have done better things for you?
Judgment.
Like, potentially, if you started off with crap coffee, would you have appreciated good coffee more?
Chariot.
Because that's how I felt about it. Like, I drank Folgers and Maxwell House and all that kind of stuff for a long time. And then when I had really good coffee, it was mind-blowing to me that you could drink coffee without cream or sugar. and have it be good. I was really hoping for a 2 of diamonds there. Who's being mean to Taffy Chat? I come out alert to hear that someone won't stomp on him without stilettos. I mean, if you want something done properly, start strapping in. My wife's a huge coffee person, so we got good coffee. Rusty, what's going on, dude? Welcome back. Yeah, it was amazing to me that you can drink. Huh. I feel like Anna is in my ear right now. I feel like Monkeyism is playlisting me. Yeah, I guess, like, you know, just doing... God almighty, these are terrible items. Sure. I feel uncomfortable right now. Me, a 41-year-old man whose beard is going mostly gray. I absolutely should be putting myself on a list by listening to this song. So anyway, I don't know. I drank bad coffee all my life. And then when I finally had good coffee for the first time, it blew my mind. I think I'll take Fate just for the health. Just to give me a little boost on the next floor. And then I can liquidate that health with Guppy's Paw. I'm trying to decide now, though. I guess I'm gonna wait and see. Let's wait and see if I get health. If I get another health upgrade, I'm gonna take the potato peeler to the next floor. I'm gonna take the potato peeler to the next floor and make myself a 4th level meat boy. I hate these rooms. Combine the cigarette burns with the stilettos and call it the high jump boots. I miss Anna too. I hope she's doing well. She stopped in here once in the not so distant past and just kind of checked in on us. To the best of my knowledge, she had some sort of plan, some sort of opportunity. I have to decide if I want to take the... You know what? We have the relic. I don't think that soul hearts are going to be all that difficult to come by. Whoops. I don't think that soul hearts are going to be all that difficult to come by. So I think we take the potato peeler and we just hope for 4th level meat boy. You seen Peppy? How was your booster? Oh, I am genuinely kind of the opposite of Peppy right now. That's unfortunate. There's not going to be any more shops, and I've got Keeper's Sack, so I'm just looking for stuff to buy. So I guess we'll just do that, and then do this. What is this? I gotta remind myself what the reverse stars card does. Really? Jesus. Today's flying. I'm in a good mood. I feel pretty nice, like, mentally, but my body is so weak from being sick all weekend. Removes your oldest item, which would be the bombs, which is fine. Okay, so we take Stars card and Perthrow, and we use that potentially... Oh, Billy. We could re-roll the item in here, though. Yeah, my mind feels good. I got just hit with a baseball bat all weekend long. Saturday night I had flu symptoms, full body shivers, fever dreams all through the night. My fever broke around 3 o'clock in the morning. I slept really poorly until 7:30 when Amber woke me up to go to her parents' place. I slept in the car. I ate some food at their house. I slept at their house. for like 2 hours, 3 hours. I got just rested enough to drive us home. I came home and almost instantly went to bed. I thought I had beaten it because the last time I got a shot, I thought I had beaten it because the last time I got a shot, it kicked my ass, but it kicked my ass much earlier. Like I got the shot in the afternoon, and by that night I was getting wrecked. This time I got the shot in the evening, and it was the next night that I got wrecked. December 21, I'm getting the Moderna booster and a flu shot. Probably a terrible idea, so I'm going to take some vacation. I got my flu shot early in the week. I got blood work done. I got put on new blood pressure medication, and then got the COVID booster in the same week. So I'm really... I have put myself through the ringer inadvertently just by trying to get stuff done in a timely manner. I've just been trying to get stuff done. Stuff that needs to be done. I'm gonna do this because I am gonna get rid of this health one way or the other. I knew that was gonna be bad. I would have liked to have gotten Moderna from my booster to mix and match, but I just took whatever the first thing available to me was, which was Pfizer. I got the flu and the booster at the same time. I'm glad I got it all done, but it hit hard. As far as I can, like...
Hey, man, those are bits.
My mom sent me a blood pressure monitor, so I've got to start paying attention, I guess, to whether or not she lobbied for me to get on the blood pressure meds that I'm on, as though she had stock in the company. Nope. Okay. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. Yeah, she lobbied for the specific blood pressure meds I was on, as though she was getting kickbacks from that pharmaceutical company. And then when she saw the bottle, and was pleased as punch that the doctor... I don't want to say the doctor listened to my mom, but she feels validated because, you know, I was like, Mom, I'm going to do whatever the doctor tells me to do. Like, I love you, and I appreciate that you're invested in my well-being, but I'm not going to, like, tell the doctor, like, no, I understand that you said blank medicine, doctor, but what I really need is this horse dewormer. So I got on the horn with her, and I was like, hey, Mom, good news, you're validated. The doctor gave me exactly the medicine that you said I should be on. And now her big complaint is she thinks I'm on too large a dose.
Of the newest denizen of the cave.
100 bits, drop you some of the folks doing the redacted thing on the 23rd with us on Discord. You may, chat may know some of them. Can I say these names out loud? The fact that you say redacted makes me think that I'm not supposed to read this out loud.
Hey, man, those are bits.
Heartbroke, tier 130 months. Thank you so much. Taffy, happy sub-anniversary. I hope you and yours are well. We're doing all right. We're putting one foot in front of the other. Xanterlac, thank you for the 501 bits, stealing the leaderboard spots. Monday feels. Listen, I don't want to try to bait you guys into doing something foolish with your money, but the gifted sub leaderboard is wide open. I'm just saying, instead of fighting each other for bits, which now are more expensive than a gifted sub, the gifted sub leaderboard is wide open, just waiting for someone to show up. I can read this? Okay. Danny Chambers,
This is the
Shara
story
Kirby,
of the newest denizen of the cave.
and Vicious Frockery.
This is the story of the newest denizen of the cave.
Awaken Sound gifts a tier 1 sub that goes to the Key of Destiny. And Too Forgetful gives a sub that goes to Rikes. El Pablo says, when you said they put you on 20 milligrams, I was surprised too. I agree with Mom Taffy. I guess ultimately, so I have my home BP measuring little station. Devins, thank you so much. 5 gifted. Tom Crimson, J Morph Tetris, Pez Dispenser, and Zithurism. Recipients of 5 generously gifted subs from Devins. Devins, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I've got
Hey,
sure.
guys.
I've got to go back to my doctor on well, in about 3 weeks. We're supposed to reassess from there. So my reign as king was glorious but short. Just to give more, says Heartbroke. I feel like I should have some of y'all on staff the way you shill for me.
Hey, yeah, those are bits.
Ow. I didn't realize that was his shot.
Hey, yeah, those are bits.
Alpaca with 100 bits for Minor League Monday. Wednesday with 100 bits for Minor League Monday. Alpaca and Wednesday, thank you so much. Shortshack Tito says, I think something streamers don't often get credit for is their ability to read, comprehend, and pronounce usernames. It is incredibly difficult, and I don't think it would be that hard if some people would just go through the effort of if some people would just go through the effort of going into their profile and capitalizing the correct letters. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people string it all together, and that's the part that gets me, is that I have to read it through once, and then I get to the tail end of it, and I'm like, oh, that's a word, and that's a word. Got it. It's not all one word. I gotta do this.
Pair throw.
I'm gonna do that. What is this? What's going on back here? Bloody Gust is great. Abaddon is great. Sucky is great. And we'll even take the knife. I did that in the wrong order, but you get the point. 2 Forgetful with 5 gifted. Nero, Destroyazoid, Steak Jones, Kitty Stinky, and Giordil. Recipients of 5 gifted from 2 Forgetful. Thank you so much. Xandralac with 49 biddies. Xandralac, thank you. David gifts 5. Crisis Trox, Cedar, Blue.
Hey, man, those are
This says
bits.
blue ass. This is blue ass. TP Nils and Isekai. Thank you, David. Smile Girl with 500 bits says, let me get in on those bits. Thank you, folks. Oh, I should have gone back to that card room. Oh my god. Little fucker's just out here, knives out. Look at that. Just knives out. Just sits out there with the knife out. That's gonna come in handy on the mom fight, I think. I did not pick out blue ass. Love it. Honestly, some of my favorite, like, just reading names moments has come from the carpet bombing of random subs. I'm gonna cut you so bad, you're gonna wish I didn't cut you so bad. Generally, I don't tend to take mom's knife because I just find the runs to be very dull. But in this instance, I think yeeting the fetus so that it's literally just out there with its knife flapping in the wind is pretty spectacular. Alright, well, at least it didn't cost me anything to come in here. Yeah, guys, get with the program already. Steve Jobs is going on. I got a full plate of things I need to tackle. God, I can just feel the energy just leaking out of my feet and into the floor. I got a full plate of things I need to tackle today that have nothing to do with stream. Well, no, I'm sorry. They do have things. They do have to do with stream, but it's just like I need to dick around on Throne. I need to fix that stuff with Halo. I need to get a refund on Halo Infinite and install it on Game Pass. Oh my god, I was like, what hit me? I need to take this Xbox apart and put it back into storage. I'd love to clear that table back off. That's my table where food normally goes. I have completely skipped lunch today. That's probably not part of the reason I don't feel so great. In fairness, there is shit all to eat in this house right now. Should probably just see about having Amber come at me with a sandwich or something. I'm just realizing I haven't eaten since like 6 o'clock last night. That's probably part of the reason I'm feeling so depleted at the moment. No, Lisa, don't send me money. I'll eat. I'll be good. I'll be good and eat. Thank you, folks, for the level 2 hype train. 18 gifted subs and 1,350 bits. Genuinely greatly appreciated. Judgment. This has got Shovel Knight written all over it. Sure enough. Pick your, prime your potions. Okay. If this is the... Oh. There we go. Oh, wait. Here's our 4th level Meat Boy. Watch. There's our 4th level Meat Boy. Thank you, Strength card. Feels good, man. Feels good, man.
The world.
I wonder. All right. Oh, this is Popsky. I like Popsky. I've not met Popsky in person, but he strikes me as being a cool dude. I'm gonna cut you so bad. That last song was from the Plague Knight DLC. Swipe, 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 swipe.
Someday, Bumbo, lucky Bumbo, someday the Bumbo is a bad Bumbo. Eat your corn.